With the arrival of graphical user interface in modern operating systems, we have been used to working with the mouse to get the needed functionality by clicking. However, you can get additional efficiency in your everyday work if you memorize and use keyboard shortcuts. By pressing a button, or more frequently a combination of buttons, you can achieve the same effect as by clicking, but in many cases it will be quicker. The calendar part of Microsoft Outlook offers a number of useful keyboard shortcuts to speed up your work. Here are a few of them. First, in order to switch to the calendar view, instead of clicking on the calendar icon, you can simply press Ctrl+2. Similarly, if you want to switch to any of the other parts, you can simply press Ctrl and the related number. 1 for mail, 2 for calendar, 3 for contacts, and 4 for tasks. If you have more buttons available in your quick access bar, you can press Ctrl plus the number corresponding to the number of that button in order of buttons instead of clicking it. When you are in Microsoft Outlook's calendar, you can create a new appointment by pressing Ctrl+N. This keyboard shortcut will work for creating new items in other parts of Outlook. New email message, new contact, or a new task. Another way to create a new appointment is to press Ctrl+Shift+A, but this shortcut will only work for new appointments. To move through hours of the selected date, you can simply use the up and down arrows. To move between days, you can use the left and right arrows. This assumes, of course, that focus in Outlook is set to the Dates section. If the focus is somewhere else, then pressing arrow buttons will give a different effect. To switch focus to another section of the calendar window in Outlook, press F6. With each press of the F6 button, you will see controls in different parts of the screen being highlighted. By pressing F6 a number of times, you will be able to cycle through all sections and get back to the starting point. If you want to cycle in reverse order, simply press Shift F6. If you switch focus from the Date section of the screen to the next one, pressing right and left arrow buttons will cycle through buttons visible over the Time section of the window. You can also use some of these buttons to change dates and come back to today. To perform the same action as clicking would do, simply position focus on the button you want to activate and press Enter or Space. To see a specific date in the calendar, you can of course click yourself through to the right year and month, but this can be time-consuming if the date you look for is far in the past or far in the future. Instead, you can simply press Ctrl+G and enter the wanted date in the dialog that appears and press Enter. You will then be moved directly to the date. To get back to today, you can simply press Ctrl+T. This is very useful if you move around in your calendar very frequently. To switch views between the day, work, week, month, and schedule view, you can press Ctrl+Alt plus the consecutive number from 1 to 5 that corresponds with these views. 1 for day view, 2 for work week, 3 for week, 4 for month, and 5 for schedule view. If you want to search your calendar, simply press Ctrl+E or Alt+Q. Focus will then be moved to the search field and you will be able to start typing your search criteria. If you press Escape, you will be able to cycle through buttons in the search menu by pressing Tab, Shift-Tab, or the left and right arrow buttons. These are just a few keyboard shortcuts that hopefully help you get additional efficiency when working with calendar in Microsoft Outlook. If you do not remember all these shortcuts or want to learn some new, you can simply hover your mouse pointer over buttons in Outlook. If there is a keyboard shortcut associated with that button, it will be displayed for you. Check out our other videos to learn more about various Office applications.